Good morning, Avgeeks. It's a lovely spring morning, and just thought I'd head out quickly to the airport to do a bit of spotting. There are 2 planes I want to catch today. Hasn't been as easy to get at as I'd like. So yeah, I actually wanted to come out here for Malaysian's first A350. That was a couple of weeks ago now. Things didn't quite turn out. Baby Jillian got a little sick that day, so yeah, that took priority. So this is my chance to redeem myself. Hopefully I've got enough time to get to the spot. It's a little bit of a walk, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright, we're set up, we're ready to go. It's a little bit windy, but the weather's quite good. They're doing 1-6 landings today, so the only thing that could throw me off from here is if they send it to 1-6 left. We all know what that's like. Yeah, so we've got a couple of minutes, we'll get a few practice shots in, and there's actually, yeah, like I said, there's 2 planes coming today. Both of them are coming from KL, so fingers crossed they're both on approach, and I'll get them real soon. So a little while ago, JetBlue released an image on social media, and it was 10 things about being an Avgeek, and I thought it'd be kind of interesting to use my vlogs to kind of go through those points and do a bit of a talk about it. There's a few others I found, like articles and things, so if this is popular I might do it again. So yeah, 10 points from JetBlue. Now, being an American-based airline, some of them are a bit American, but we'll make do. So point number 1 is that we're Avgeeks and not AV geeks. Now, I guess people who aren't quite familiar with the term might say AV, but yeah, definitely Avgeek is the term. That's what I call you guys at the beginning of all the vlogs. And there's many other terms too: plane spotters, aerosexuals. I don't like using that one too much. Yeah, but definitely we're Avgeeks. Second point says that a wide body is a good thing. Wide bodies are generally good to spot. They're more interesting because they're larger, and they're good to fly on because they're usually a bit bigger. Sometimes they have a bit more room in them. Yeah, so the wide bodies include your 767s, 777s, A330s, and of course the jumbo jets, the A380 and the 747, of course. Yeah, so generally I'll admit I like the wide bodies more, just because they have a lot more presence about them, and yeah, they're definitely more comfortable to fly on. That's just my opinion. We got to have some love for the small guys as well, I reckon. Point number 3 says that when your phone corrects KK to JFK. Now, that's an American term. Obviously JFK is New York's John F. Kennedy Airport, but my phone does know, or does think it knows, when I'm trying to enter airport codes or airline codes. So yeah, I can relate to that. Often it's SID, SYD, and a lot of the airline codes like MAS for Malaysian Airlines, stuff like that. My AirAsia hat today. I packed it and everything, and then forgot to put it in the car. Anyway, the next point in their list is that you're offended when journal articles use 727s in pictures for articles that are at the current date. Now, yes, on the most part. Of course, if the article deals with a 727, then that's appropriate. But a lot of the time, you'll see news articles will report on a Qantas incident, for example. It'll be a 737 and I'll throw in a photo of an A380. There's just a lot of it that goes on, and of course it irks us Avgeeks very much because it just takes a little bit of homework to get it right. So yeah, I'm gonna totally relate to that one. Number 5 is whether the lounge is airside. Now, some airports don't have that luxury, or as I've had in the past in Sydney, sometimes the gate or something will block your view of the airplane you're about to fly on. But yeah, an airside lounge is always a good thing for a plane spotter or an Avgeek. The next point is airport codes for the win. And I guess like an Avgeek, a proper Avgeek should know his airport codes. But I don't know if it means that we talk in them, or no, certainly not in general conversation, but certainly with other Avgeeks it's easy enough to. And it's also easy to get some of them mixed up. So, yeah, know your airport codes. The next point says that children's apparel is not what comes to mind when you hear Oshkosh. And of course, Oshkosh is the famous massive air show that occurs in the place Oshkosh in America. My dad's been wanting to go there for years, and yeah, whenever I see the clothing shop, I always think of that rather than clothing. Avgeek. And so their next point is that we track aircraft, or we track incoming aircraft on FlightAware, Flight Radar. I track all aircraft on Flight Radar 24, Plane Finder, and FlightAware. I use all of them to try and get as much information as I can about planes. Certainly, like today, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have known to come out here. So, very important tool. And if I'm flying out, sometimes I do like to be surprised to which plane I'm flying on. But yes, very handy tools. Point number 9 mentions the In-N-Out Burger at LAX. Now, okay, LAX is Los Angeles International, so this is an American point, but that is a very famous spotting location over there at LAX, and I guess it's not too different to Sheps Mound, Qantas Drive, as we are here at Sydney. Just popular spots where you can get really good shots of the action. We've had some others, of course. We had the Ridges Hotel up to a point. There's none that really offer food nearby, but Sheps Mound is not far from a BP petrol station and a McDonald's, so maybe that's our equivalent. And similarly, you have things like the Skydeck at Hong Kong, Myrtle Avenue over at London Heathrow. There are these famous spots that all spotters seem to know about. And so their final point is when you book a window seat and then you get to your flight and find out there is no window. I don't think this is something that should happen to any Avgeek, because if you know about Seat Guru or Expert Fly or any of those sorts of resources, those sorts of sites will tell you if there's no window on that row, so you don't have much of an excuse. But of course, I love a window seat, and yeah, I think that's the only place you should be sitting if you're an Avgeek on a plane. So that's it. That's JetBlue's 10 ways to know you're an Avgeek. What do you think? Do you think they missed anything? How do you go answering them? Yeah, have a bit of a think. Comment down below, and yeah, I'll see about finding some more of these articles and maybe vlogging on them in future. So I got what I came for. It's been a pretty good morning. I only wish I had my hat. So that's it. I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you for watching. I'll catch us in the next one, Avgeeks. Cheers.